We is live. Let's go check it out. See what we looking like over there. What's going on with TikTok, y'all? Somebody explain it to me. They said TikTok got 9 months to make up their motherfucking mind. I want to know how the U.S. always is trying to bully somebody into something. Like, that's our problem now. We can't just mind our business. We can never just mind our business. The U.S. always want to stick their nose in something that's none of their business. Let's see that. If y'all come into the chat, drop a emoji, a comment, a heart. Let me know that y'all here. But what is going on with TikTok? Other than the fact that they got 9 months left to make up their mind and what they're going to do. I think the U.S. can the U.S. not we because it ain't no we. Let me rephrase that. It ain't we because I'm not fighting with the U.S. I'm sorry, but the U.S. always trying to bully their way into something. Is that just me? Chris, what's going on? Chris, how you feeling? How you feeling over there? What's going on with TikTok, Chris? They said they trying to ban TikTok in Maryland. They said they try to ban TikTok in Maryland. Cooling? Okay. The U.S. need to mind their business. Like, it remind me of Friday when he said and where in Maryland, in Maryland, and earn. It reminds me of the U.S. reminds me of that scene from Friday when he said, "I told you about coming around here messing with them people. You want some too, old man?" No. That's what the U.S. remind me of. They always putting their mouth in something. Like, I'm not fighting. Mm-mm. They better get somebody else to do it. I'm not going to war. If it comes down to it, I am not going to war. But they saying TikTok is spying on people and but I mean what app that you use is not tracking your activity or what you doing? Like what app don't track your activity, what you doing? I had did a survey. I just left off of Instagram live. I don't know if you was on there. I don't think I seen your name though. But um I was on Instagram. I think it was Instagram. Or was it TikTok? I doubt if it was TikTok because I don't ever get on TikTok. But I was on one of those social media platforms and it had asked had like a survey had popped up and it was asking like it had listed like three companies and it said out of these three companies which company do you recognize or have you heard of? And one of the companies I did recognize, so I just clicked it just because I hardly ever do like those little surveys that pop up. I always hit like the X, but I just clicked it for whatever reason. And like a week later, it was a brochure in the mail from that particular company. I'm like, oh, see, they playing games. Now I see. Now I see why they said that they be spying on people because why I ain't never get a brochure from this company ever before. So why am I getting a brochure now once I clicked that I recognize that company? But they said Uncle Biden gave them 9 months, which I don't really understand because why can't they just sell a company to? They need to call Trump. Trump will be able to get them up out of that. Trump will be able to get them through that. They need to call him. Is he in jail? He probably at that stripper house. Trump probably at that stripper house right now. Yeah, he probably a little tied up right now. But they need to find out because they can get around that. If it's just a matter of selling a company, Why not just sell it to another company that you? I mean, it might be like a little underhanded type of situation, which is like a little illegal, just a little bit. Like they might end up on probation or something like that. But just sell a company to another company that you know. Y'all have an underhanded deal instead of losing out on a whole country. You know what I mean? And when I was on Instagram, somebody brought up the fact like that it is a lot of influencers on TikTok that's going to be affected by that, and that's how some people live and make their money. As long as they don't come over here to YouTube, I don't care where they go. I don't care where they go. Stay off of YouTube. Don't come over this way. Fine, go to Instagram, go to Facebook, bring MySpace back, go to Twitter, but don't. That's probably why. So that was a good question. That's probably why I had seen Elon say, should he bring back Vine? That's a smart man. That just dawned on me why he said that. Cause he probably figured if TikTok do collapse, people gonna need somewhere to go to get that same type of content or that same type of vibe. Vine is probably going to be on his way back. That was a smart move. If that was what he was thinking, and I'm sure it was, but he need to worry about getting them Cybertrucks together because they saying that the gas pedals is getting stuck in them Cybertrucks. So that's what he need to be worrying about doing. He don't need to be opening up no more apps. He trying to do too much. He trying to go up in space. He trying to bring out Cybertrucks. He trying to buy apps, bring back apps. He just trying to do too much. Next, he gonna be running for president, and they'll put him in office. They put Trump in there. They'll put him in office. They'll sure enough put him in there. So what y'all say? They need to sell it. Do y'all rights feel violated? Y'all privacy rights. And then my thing is, who reads the privacy rights on social media? I know I'm guilty for not doing it. I'm not ready to. They put too much. They put too much in it. I'm not ready to read all that. I just hit create account and keep it moving. Like they can spy all they want to. I don't care. As long as they don't go through my photo gallery. Now, don't go looking at my pictures, cause then you might see something that you don't want to see. As long as you don't go through my pictures, we good. You can go through anything else. Just don't go through my pictures. Then you might try to leak my stuff and everybody else's. But I don't be feeling like right. Leave the gallery alone. The gallery is off limits. So Chris, why I got you here for a second, right? I titled this video TikTok. I was just shooting a bobo. It wasn't really uh it wasn't really like no live that I had planned out. But anyway, I'll talk to you about that in the inbox. Everything ain't for everything. But Spicy Saturdays, right? I think you was a part of the live that we did on Instagram with Spicy Saturdays. So I'm thinking about moving it to, of course, I'm thinking about moving it to YouTube. I'm thinking about bringing it over to YouTube, and instead of Spicy Saturday, Freaky Friday. I like that idea. A live show, Freaky Friday, same kind of topics, you know, but Freaky Friday instead of Spicy Saturday. I think that sounds fun for a live show, though. I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. And I'm trying to understand why when you was up there on that panel, why you ain't wake that live up? Because you really could have woke that live up if you really wanted to. When you stop and think about it, Chris, you could have shook the room up on that live. But you was playing Mr. Nice Guy. Uh-huh. You could have really shook that live up. Even though we did a phenomenal job, especially for it to be our just us chit chat and shooting the bobo. I think it was a phenomenal job. But you really could have shook the room up. You really could have got the conversation popping. Mm-mm. So you got that wrong. You're not getting to know them, they get to know you. You ain't gonna be able to get to know everybody. That's impossible. You're gonna have to show them who Chris is, who Mr. Inspired Chats himself is. Yeah. Cause what's going on? But definitely, I can tell. I can tell you are, and I don't know why. I can tell that you are. I think that's what's so dope about you because you are shy. I mean, everybody has their reasons, but you don't have a reason to. But I feel like you probably only shy on social media, because I feel like you probably the life of the party when you go out, possibly. Especially when you get that. What henny was that you was drinking? What henny was that? What was it? Special edition or something like that? You said you was taking shots of. 100%. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm definitely thinking about. We're not thinking about. I'm just thinking about it. I'm just thinking about it. I ain't gonna do it. I did it. Pure white. That's what it was. I knew it was something. But doing the Freaky Fridays on a live show and Freaky Fridays, and I'm gonna stick to my Sunday story time. But I need to start. I wanna have a story time about. I wanna have a day for story time about stories that you could find like in the news, you know. And then I wanna have story time with my own stories, with my own stories. So I think they're going to be on. That's going to be on 2 different days. So I could probably rotate it. One Sunday do my own story, and then another Sunday do. Still figuring it all out. But I like story time. But I definitely like that Freaky Friday idea. Cause the internet be boring. I don't know if I'm just not following the right people or what, but the internet just be boring. I don't know, especially like social media, rather I should say. I find myself watching a lot of like documentaries and biopics and stuff that's like got some type of truth to it. Cause all of this false reality that people living in, I can't get jiggy with it. Mm-mm. But they said they got 9 months. They need to be front and center in 9 months. They gonna make it happen though. They not gonna lose. They not going to lose the whole U.S. Now, if you was just talking about like a few states banning TikTok, but Biden said no, we come as one. And I heard that it's like 2 different TikToks. That our TikTok is different from China's TikTok. Like I don't know if it's like the content that they show or what. Yeah, I think they. Uh, yeah, I think they'll save it in the end. Yeah, they going to. They going to. I think the U.S. just want to have their hands in it, to be honest. Even though I'm just speaking out the side of my neck because I did zero research on it. I don't know anything about it. It's not an app that I follow. It's not a story that I really been following. It's just something that I keep seeing. TikTok getting banned, TikTok getting banned. So that's why I came here to find out the scoop. But um, but I definitely think they're going to get it together. But I was starting to say something else, but I forgot. What was I about to say, Chris? You good at that. What was I about to say? I was about to say something. Oh, that's what I was about to say. The U.S. just they always want to have their hands in something. Like I don't understand why we can't just stay over here in our little area and leave them people alone. Like leave them alone. Let them do whatever they want to do. Like Google spy on us. That was it. Yup, there you go. It comes back to me. Sometimes it be taking a minute. I told you I need a little motor oil or some WD-40 up here because it's a little sluggish. It's a little, it crank over a little slow, like the battery dying up there. But once I get that hot shot, I'll be good. I'll be good to go. As long as I keep it running for a minute, I'll be good to go. But the U.S. always want to have their hands in something. Like leave them people alone. Let them do whatever they want to do. And if you decide that you want to sign up for the app and feel as though you want to get your privacy violated, then that's your choice. Let you do it. But Google is spying on people. I think I said that already. I might have just told you that I did that survey and then people sent that brochure. Like I never even I seen the company, but I never looked into the company or Googled the company or anything like that. So there's no reason why I got a brochure sent um in the mail. Or you on Facebook looking at something, or you Google. Let's say you Google Maps an address or a store or a restaurant or something like that, and then you get on social media. Maybe you don't even necessarily go to that restaurant. You just Google it to see how far it is or what the reviews is like or something like that. And the minute you get on social media, that restaurant pops up all up and down your timeline with promotion and advertisement and stuff like that. That spine? Like I don't know what TikTok over there doing and what they considering necessarily spying, but that sounds like a bit spying to me. Oh wait a minute, what they say about see, I be clicking too fast. And why did we give Ukraine $95 billion again? I ain't trying to sound insensitive because I really don't know what's going on over in Ukraine. Like, I don't know. It say Biden signs $95 million aid package for Ukraine, Israel, and Taiwan. See, there we go again. Why it? Mm, that's really the question. Like $95 billion. Biden better not have no porn stars over there. He gonna be sitting next to Trump. Is to help them prevent keyword a world war, a world war. So what they think the bombs just gonna stop there? The bombs ain't gonna get. I'm not fighting with the U.S. I'm going underground. I'm trying to tell you. I'm going in somebody's bunker. I'm trying to tell you. I'm going in somebody's bunker. Soon as I hear that the war is started, I'm gonna go right to their bunker. They gonna have to let me in unless they try get me out of here, hit my watermelon. But I'm gonna go right there. As soon as they pack up to go in their bunker, I'm gonna be going right there with them. Even though I'll probably be the first one they eat if they run out of food, but at least I'll be good for a minute. And did you see the what is this actor name? Mm-mm-mm. Owen Wilson declined a $12 million offer to play the lead role in a movie depicting O.J. Simpson as innocent of murder. And he turned it down. Y'all turning it down? You turning it down, Chris? I see a couple of people in this chat. I need y'all to drop some comments. Jump on Chris Wave and drop some comments in this chat. He turned down $12 million, a $12 million lead role deal to play O.J. Simpson. Um, I done scared somebody away. What? Every dime, every penny, and I don't even need no receipt. Just give it to me all in cash. All big bills, please. All big bills. I'm not. What? I mean, even if you got money, even if you have money, 12 M's. But somebody, I was on when I was on Instagram. Somebody said that because I had made a statement about um, sitting in jail and keeping my. I think OJ, because OJ, paid the victims that he not that he killed because he was found innocent, but the two victims in his case, he paid their family 33 million. And I said I would have sat in jail for. They probably would have gave him like a good 20 years, possibly, because he was OJ and the evidence wasn't that strong. Obviously, if they didn't convict him, but I would have sat in jail for a minute and took that and kept my 33 million. But somebody said in the comments like that was the wrong way of thinking, which is their opinion, they're entitled to it. But I'm not turning down 12 million. And at the end of the day, you acting. It's just a role. It don't have anything to do with you as a person. I feel as though he's too worried about this Wilson guy is too worried about what other people is going to think and what other people is going to say. Because even if you got 12 million, even if you got money, 12 million is a lot of money to turn down for a freaking movie. And a movie, what is a movie? I mean, even though it takes a lot of preparation to prepare for a movie, and you could be shooting a movie for a long period of time, but 12 million will make up for every restless night. Like, I'm taking the 12 million. Give me that. But the only thing that kind of confused me about it, right, was the fact that I don't know if you're familiar with who Owen Wilson is, because I was not until I seen his picture. But he is a white man. Like, he's a white man. He do look like OJ. He kind of favor OJ, but he's a white man. And the only reason why I'm saying that is not to say that he wouldn't be an awesome actor, but I don't see how that will work. Cause even I don't know, maybe OJ is mixed, is biracial. He could be. I'm not sure. But how would that work? Cause yeah, they could give him darker hair. Give this Wilson guy some darker hair. But what they gonna do about his skin? Cause painting his skin darker is not an option for me. Now that would be the reason why, unless he turned it down for that reason. Cause it really didn't get into details. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, it was because he was found innocent. That's why he decided not to do it. I thought he was going to say like he didn't want to do it because of having to play a different race possibly. But no, he said that he's not going to play him because he was found innocent. And that leads me back to what I was saying as far as I would have set that time, because OJ, even before he went to court, he was already guilty of it. You know what I mean? Like, when the police got there, he was guilty. Like, and he's been guilty ever since. His career never bounced back. So it's like, mm, airlines will have to pay automatic refunds for canceled and delayed flights. I would have took that 12 M's. I play whoever you want me to play. I don't. I mean, if a person can't understand that I am acting for a check, that's their problem, not mine. They say airlines will now have to pay automatic refunds for canceled and delayed flights. Hmm. I don't know how I necessarily feel about that. I mean, being a consumer, you would love it. Oh, I get my money back because I missed my flight. But people take catching flights very serious. Like, you at the airport 2 hours early to make sure that you get on that flight. if they switch that to being able to get your money back, a full refund. Wait a minute. So is this saying if the airline canceled? Oh yeah, if they cancel, I definitely want my money back. Okay, so I misinterpreted that. So if the airline cancel or is delayed for a significant amount of time, you get your money back. Not if you cancel or if you don't catch your flight, if you don't make your flight. Oh yeah, that okay. Yeah. But then I don't even know if I like the idea they should have been doing that. I don't even know if I like the idea of that necessarily. Because what that's going to turn into is that's going to turn into these airline companies putting the pressure on these pilots to get those planes up in that air. That's what that's going to turn into. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. Put the plane up there. Is missing the engine? Put the plane up there. Is a crack in the windshield? Put the plane up there. They not going to care about nothing. All those inspections and safety checks that you got to go through, or that the plane got to go through before it gets up in that air. I'm trying to tell you, watch. I'm trying to tell you, I don't know if that's going to be a good idea or not, because the pressure is going to be on to make sure that those planes leave on time. I don't care because the pilot is hungover. I don't care because he had a long night last night. Tell him to get it up there. Mm-mm. I'm glad I had my flight, my first and last flight when I did. I experienced it. I could say that I did it. But I think I'm gonna have to see how that whole policy turns out. Because I know what it's like to be under pressure when stuff like that, comes up when you have deadlines to meet. Like, can you see my comments? Yeah, I can see your comments. I responded back to you. You said you taking every dime. I said I would agree to that. You said they should have been did that though, as far as the planes, and I agree. I started to agree to that, but then I had to retract that, Chris, because the pressure gonna be on. But yeah, I can see your comments to answer your question. Can you hear me talking? That's the real question, because at this point, oh, okay, cool, yeah. I see you, Chris. I see you. I see you, little Merlin. I see you, little Merlin. And I was sitting right here, right? And I was thinking about like how do I sound? So I'm literally sitting here saying Merlin out loud, trying to figure out like what's so much different from how I say Merlin. You all sing, don't forget it. But what's so different about how I say Merlin versus you how somebody else say? It's just that we don't pronounce every syllable. Maryland would have three syllables. Maryland, Maryland, Maryland. We say Merlin. So we take a syllable away. That's why it sounds. That's the only reason why it sounds different. Cause Merlin is Merlin. Merlin is Merlin. You can only eat one Merlin. Yeah, yeah. You bad said Chris. Even though you probably still said Maryland. I know you did Maryland. Earn. Here it is. Uh, you can only eat one of these for the rest of your life. Pizza, fried chicken, spaghetti, or a burger. Which one you choosing? Pizza, fried chicken, spaghetti, or a burger? Chris not the only one in this chat, but Chris is the only one that I'm seeing in these comments. I don't like nothing about that. I don't like nothing about it. You taking the chicken, Chris? Pizza, fried chicken, spaghetti, or a burger? I don't know. That's like a hard. I wouldn't be able to do the pizza because I'm lactose intolerant. So pizza for the rest of my life, I'm gonna make everybody around me mad. Like they not gonna like me, so I'm not gonna be able to do the pizza. Spaghetti. Now with the spaghetti, I could make my own burger with the spaghetti. So that's kind of like a two for one. The burger is just a burger. It ain't much you could do with the burger. I would probably have to take the chicken too, Chris. I like pasta. Yes, definitely. You could play around with that spaghetti. I don't know. I might have to take the spaghetti, but spaghetti with chicken though, chicken can taste different every time. You can get your wings fried hard. You know what I mean? Like chicken can taste different every time. But I love me some pizza, and I like a burger. I don't like my burgers too thick though. You know how some people get like three burgers, like a double burger, a triple burger. I don't like all of that meat in my burger. That's too much. I don't know. Meat kind of gross me out. Like especially when I cook it. Like if I cook it and prepare it, I've been eating a break before I eat it because all I can see is like bloody meat. If I'm cooking the chicken, I can change it up. Right. You can have honey obey. You can have lemon pepper. I think I'm gonna take the bird. Give me the bird. Definitely give me the bird. Now that I'm thinking about it, give me the bird. And then you got all different cuts of chicken. You got breast, legs, thighs, wings. So yeah, I got another story time, Chris, that I'm gonna do. That what is his name? Melly and YMA. What the freak? YNW Melly. That he gonna be my next story time for this Sunday. Got my next person. They say Ray J is launching a new streaming network, and Suki Hana, whatever however you pronounce her name, she is supposed to be like the first lady, kind of how Natalie Nunn is for um the Zeus network. Even though I think Jocelyn is technically like the first lady for the Zeus network because she had her show before Natalie. But you get where I'm going at with it. I don't really think we need another network, to be honest. Now, and I can agree. Like when we had our last conversation about like the image that they put out there, we don't need that many of them. One or two is fine. They what we have now with the couple of networks that we do have that promote that type of. Even though I don't know what he's going to be doing on his show, but I can only imagine. We talking about Ray J, like and Suki, like so I would only imagine what type of work they're gonna produce. But yeah, Melly, that's who my next story gonna be on. YNW Melly. Cause that was an interesting story. I was like, what in the world? Y'all know about that story? Whatever it is going to be messy. That part. That part. I don't think I'm gonna keep up with it to be honest. See, this is why I really need to see Chris. We be talking and talking. This is why I really need to. I should have went live really today, like I said I was, with a whole lineup, like I said I was. But did you see the 25-year-old that put the 15-year-old McDonald worker, the little girl, in a hospital with a fractured skull? That man lift his foot up. This 15-year-old little girl was laying on the ground and he lifted his foot up, they said waist high, and stomped on that baby head and freaking fractured her skull. He wouldn't have had the chance to make it to jail. No, OMG. No to what? No, you don't know about the Melly case? Or no, you didn't see that 25-year-old man stomped that baby's skull. So I'm guessing you saying no, you don't know about the case, probably, and the face is for the 15-year-old. Help me out. But what he would not have made it. He wouldn't have made it to jail. I'm not hip to the McDonald's video. Yeah, like I didn't see it. I seen a still shot of it. So I don't know if it's like I'm sure there's a video out there circulating somewhere. But he would not have made it to prison. I am sorry. He would have been left in Ronald McDonald's parking lot. That's where he would have been left at. Yeah. He wouldn't have needed a police officer. He would have needed the morgue van. 15-year-old, even if I didn't know that little girl, even if I did not know her, even if I was just coming in to get my steak, egg, and cheese bagel with extra breakfast sauce and extra onions with my medium mocha with extra drizzle, caramel and chocolate extra drizzle on the top without the hash brown, just the sandwich. Even if I was coming in to get all of that stuff, right? And I seen him do that, I would not have been able to stand there and watch. I'm kind of curious to see the video, but I'm gonna wait because I'm going to do another live at some point to what's the name, to have like a reaction to it or something, or maybe, or I want to do in addition to the Freaky Friday live, I want to do a World News Wednesdays, a live for world news stuff that's like kind of global, that's outside of the celebrity room. Celebrity gossip is more so for the messy Mondays, but I do want to do stuff that's like world news because this I'm pretty sure is trending everywhere because I don't think it was here. They say he lifted his foot up waist high and stomped on that baby head, and she's in the hospital with a fractured skull. That is crazy. I don't even think a 15-year-old wouldn't be able to move me. A 15-year-old wouldn't be able to. Oh, I'm just saying that, so I don't know why that didn't pop up. But wait, you can do a lot with the pizza. Wait, you can do a lot of ways though. Oh, I don't really like pizza. But wait, you can do pizza a lot of ways though. But no, because they just said pizza. You can't eat pineapples on your pizza and all of that. No, that's a no. Mm-mm, that's a negative. Don't put no pineapples on my pizza, Chris. Was everybody black in the story? I'm not sure. Like I said, this appears to be this is a black man, and the 15-year-old is a she's a black little girl. If that answer your question, those the victim and the suspect is both black. Yeah, they was both black, but he would have been black, blue, and purple by the time I would have got finished with him. Like what? Mm-mm. Nope. And then that guy that just lost the fight against Ryan Garcia, uh, that Devin guy, his father and the boxer Devin's father and Floyd Mayweather was going back and forth on social media, offering each other, I guess, to do a boxing match. I don't know. Mm-hmm. I think Devin and his father pride is a little hurt because he lost that fight. But I mean, as a boxer, you should know you win some and you lose some. Like you're not ready to beat everybody out here. And I think that boxing is just as fake as, well, no, not just as fake as WWE because baby, some of their eye sockets be hanging out. I could never be a boxer. Never ever could I be a boxer because once my eyes swell up, once my eyes swell up, the fight is over. You might as well go ahead and call the police because you didn't even have to hit me that hard. Like, no, we could airbox or something like that, but you're not ready to knock my eye socket out. Like, and then I'm supposed to keep fighting after that. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Hand me that real quick. Grab that from under my seat. Like, no. Mm-mm. The fight is over. But I said that to say that Floyd Mayweather and his father is going back and forth. Um, Time be moving on live. I don't be understanding how we at 40 minutes already. I've been sitting here for the better part of an hour. That's crazy. But Mayweather and the father is going back and forth. But that's what I was starting to say. I think boxing is just like I don't know. I think it's kind of they got this finesse to it. Like they're gonna allow whoever they want to win to win. Yeah, I don't got time to be boxing either. Ain't no boxing, B. This is not about to be a fist fight. Mm-mm. This ain't about to be no fist fight. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Did you see that video that I uploaded to my Instagram when they was fighting? That wasn't boxing. I think that would be considered like UFC or something like that. But mm-mm. At that point, the fight is over. Something like that happened, the fight is over. We not going to keep fighting because I'm not going to be fighting you knowing that I just did that on myself, and I'm not about to keep fighting you knowing that you walking around shitty. Like, no. Mm-mm. 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 I don't like it. I don't like it. But that's definitely why Elon is probably trying to bring back Vine because he know Twitter is on its way out the door. That makes a lot of sense. I thought that to the box and the viewers coming in. Yeah, 40 minutes in. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the live. Did that sound ungrateful? I'm not ungrateful. I'm very grateful for each person. The fight is over. Definitely, Chris. That's the end of the fight. Ain't no more fighting. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. But that's probably why he bringing Twitter. I mean, talking about bringing Vine back, and I think that'd be a really that'd be a win-win situation because uh, Twitter. Do people? I mean, I don't think people still really get on Twitter. I get on Twitter for my own personal reasons, but outside of that, I don't get on Twitter. I don't really get on Twitter outside of for my own personal reasons. If that makes sense, you know what I mean? A little bit. What's a little bit? A little bit of what? What did I ask? A little bit. You can only pick two restaurants, Chris, and everybody else that's in the chat. You can only pick two restaurants, right? We had Taco Bell, Popeyes, Chick fil A, Burger King, Subway, McDonald's, Arby's, Wendy's, and Panda Express. You can only pick two to stay, though. You can only pick two to stay. Definitely Chick fil A. Chick fil A, hands down. The macaroni is a banger. The nuggets is a banger. I don't really get their chicken sandwiches. I don't know. I just love their chicken so much. Same, I get it as far as Twitter. Right. Right. Yeah, I don't really get on Twitter like that. But being as though Elon owns Twitter, if he do bring back Vine, he gonna go up with that one. Even though he need to work out what's going on with them gas pedals and them cyber trucks. But Taco Bell, Popeyes, Chick fil A, Burger King, Subway, McDonald's, Arby's, Wendy's, or Panda Express. You can only keep two, and the rest have to go. Give me Chick fil A because their macaroni is good, their ice cream is good, their nuggets is good. It would have to be Chick fil A. And I would want to kind of say McDonald's because I mean, I don't know if it's just me, but I always get a taste for McDonald's at some point in time. Chick fil A for sure. I always get a taste for McDonald's, even when I don't want McDonald's, even when there's other options for some crazy reason. I don't know if it's for the convenience of it all, But for some reason, I be like, I'm gonna just go to McDonald's. But Panda, I love me some orange chicken, but I don't love it that much. But a good Subway sub, it hits every time, especially when you ain't had it in a minute. And then you ever had Subway pizza? Subway got some good pizza, and Subway salads are good. I don't know what it is about that salad that is just like I don't know. So you can get pizza from Subway, you can get subs, meatball. Like Subway got a lot of options. I don't really eat Burger King, even though that food is good. I just don't really eat it like that. Taco Bell, mm-mm. And Popeyes, the only thing that Popeyes have is their chicken. Even though their chicken sandwiches is a banger, yeah, Subway is my second choice. Yeah, I would definitely have to say probably Subway too. Yeah, probably Chick Fil A because Popeyes got good chicken, but I can get my chicken from Chick Fil A. It would be Chick Fil A and Subway for me. It would definitely be Chick Fil A and Subway because you could do a lot at Subway. You can finesse that situation. But you think Mayweather? Y'all think Mayweather should fight? What was the other boxer name? Before? I think he just a little bitter because his son lost that fight. But I feel like you're not showing him a good example in this moment because he gonna end up feeling like that like he's supposed to win every fight, and that's not how life works. You don't win every fight in life. Some of them you lose, but as long as you get back up, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Arby's is number three. Ew, Chris, Arby's? Arby's? What do Arby's even sell? Like Arby's? Only thing I could think of, and I don't even know if they sell it. The only thing that I could think of, and I'm thinking that they do, would be a roast beef sandwich. That would be it. But I wouldn't want to eat roast beef all the time. Roast beef, like, and they don't even sell cabbage. Like now they sold cabbage and like potatoes. See, but now that's turning that into more of a soul food restaurant, if anything. But Arby's, they have the meat. That part. Arby's is not, Chris. I'm not gonna be able to ride with you because if we gotta eat Arby's all the time, no, I'm gonna just be eating fries then. Do they even have chicken sandwiches and stuff like that? I don't think Arby's have like chicken sandwiches or burgers. I think they only have like roast beef and pulled pork and. But see, I don't know. I don't know. Up, up. Yeah, I'll change it to McDonald's. Damn, I forgot about the fillet of fish with the extra tartar sauce. Yeah, that ain't nobody say all that time. Right. Well, they didn't specify how long, but even still, I wouldn't want to have to even go a day with only eating Arby's, or even a week. A day I could do it for a day because I would get roast beef, but I wouldn't want Arby's for no whole week. I don't know. But the fillet of fish with the extra tartar sauce, no, they literally have every meat, fish, chickens. Look at you, spokesperson. Look, always extra tartar. Look, you making sure you putting Arby's on the map. Don't nobody want no Arby's with you, Chris. But the extra tartar sauce with the extra cheese, I don't know how they do at y'all McDonald's, but here when you order a fish fillet, they only give you a half a slice of cheese. I think that is the most Chick Fil A would never, ever. cut a piece of cheese in half. Like our McDonald's here only gives you a half a slice of cheese. Do they do that down in Ohio? Or up in Ohio or over in Ohio, whichever direction Ohio is? They only give us a half a slice of cheese. So I would have to say extra cheese as well. Because they only give you a half a slice. Extra cheese, extra tartar sauce. You know they got, yes, Petty. You know they have my sister. I don't know if it's on the menu, but my sister got a double fish fillet one time. When I say I was so jealous because I only had one, I wanted to knock her food over because it was like so big, and you know that fish is like already flaky. So, you know what I mean? Like, mm, she had a double fillet, and it had like two or three pieces of cheese, tartar sauce. Like, yeah, they doing us real dirty. Like our McDonald's here is ghetto. I have one McDonald's in the city that I go to. Literally, I will wait until I get close to home to go to that McDonald's, which is other McDonald's that's closer to home, but that one is still close to home. The other one is still close to home. I'll wait. I'll pass every McDonald's just to go to that one because their service is always good. That's always the major turn off for me is when I go somewhere and the customer service stink. Like that burns me up. Right, I just got finished eating a glizzy. I ain't gonna lie. It was one of them big ones from 7-Eleven, them big bite ones. I had to put it back in the air fryer, cause mm-mm, we gotta make sure you is a little crispy. You can only pick two pills. Which ones y'all picking? To be rich, bring bring someone bring someone back, read minds, never feel pain, never catch a disease, grow 5 inches. This is the most randomest pill lineup. Like, grow 5 inches, what was the point? They could have left that one out. Never catch a disease, what was the point? I don't. But I feel like I can already read minds, so I wouldn't. I feel like I can already read minds, and I don't feel like our loved ones ever really leave, so it wouldn't be bring someone back. It would definitely be never feel pain and be rich. Well, when you put it like that, when you put it like that, mine would be rich and never feel pain. Cause I got enough inches. I don't need no more inches. Not trying to tickle nobody's spine. Read minds. I can read people very well. Bring someone back. They never leave. Never catch a disease. You better wrap it up. Put on your COVID mask. You be fine. So be rich and never feel pain for sure. Oh, he was right. He did say that it was in Antarctica. I didn't know where it was at. I thought it was in Hawaii. Uh, rich easily. Okay, that's one. Rich easily. You get two. I guess that's where my mind took me at then. Oh, oh, I was thinking of height inches. Oh, woo! When you put it like that, it might be talking about height, Chris. It might be talking about height. But they threw me off when they said something that they said. It threw me off. Nothing really threw me off now that I'm rereading them. I guess that's just where my mind went. 5 inches. They should have specified that though. They didn't. They didn't get into details. They should have clarified that. They should have clarified that, but they didn't. Some rapper just paid bail for $100.5 million. I'm not paying that much to get out of jail. 1.5 million, unless I got it like that. But I'm not paying 1.5 million to get out of jail because of the simple fact is, from the time you pay that bail, first of all, it don't guarantee you your freedom. It only guarantees you your freedom for a short period of time until you go to court. So you pay 1.5 million to get out, and then you go to court in a month or two, and they convict you, and now you sitting in jail 1.5 million dollars broker than what you was. I would just sit into my court date. You probably got about a month, maybe two, and chill out. Like, I don't know. I've never been to jail, so, and I said what I said. Huh. I need to, Chris. I am starting an official lineup on Monday. I'm saying bye to Instagram, and I'm starting an official lineup for YouTube on Monday. So between now and Monday, I would appreciate if we could talk, just so I could get your idea. I don't want to necessarily not get your idea. I'm sorry, just so I can pick your brain on my idea. Pick your brain on my idea, um, on my ideas rather. Cause Instagram is, I'm taking a little break from it. I'm gonna still go there and I'm gonna still post. Of course, I'm gonna do that, but I'm only gonna post my YouTube link. That's it. I'm only gonna post my YouTube link. But I want to run a few things past you to see what you think about it. I want to run a few things past you to see what you think about it. All right, I'm caught up on this page because I already talked about everything else. And Chris, you gotta go when you get some free time. Okay, I got you. Whenever you get some free time, so we could chop it up about it. But when you get a chance, go and watch my last live that I did. It's a long live, like this one is, but I'm not gonna save this one. I don't think, cause I'm just talking. We just talking, so I don't think I'm gonna necessarily save it. I might, I don't know, but um, my last live that I did, it was supposed to be a messy Monday live, but then on Instagram, I end up not getting on live until I believe like on Tuesday or something like that. And where was I going at with that? I don't know. I was going somewhere with it. It had a destination. I just forgot where the destination was. Oh, that's what I was going at with it. Go check out when you get a second, Chris. My live that I did on whatever day it was. It's the live right before this one, cause I kind of planned it out a little more, kind of how we talked about. I planned it out a little bit more um, to get it a little more organized, so it wasn't so all over the place. But I do feel like I might have crammed a lot of stories. I don't think I crammed a lot of stories in one, especially because there's a live stream. So if if it had more viewers, they would be in an actual moment. Even though it do have 40 views now, so people are watching it. Um, but I feel like I might have crammed a lot of stories into one live. Maybe I need to chop some of them down, but it really wasn't that many stories. One, two, three. I don't think it was that many stories, but it was a pretty long live. And I wouldn't want my lives to be but so long. It was an hour and 21 minutes. But I still go back and I watch it. Do you rewatch your own content, Chris? Like outside of just checking it to see what it uh like, like your final edits of it. Do you find yourself going back like watching your own self? Cause I rewatched this live. I can't even lie to you. On the From the standpoint of all the time. Okay, so it's not just me, but I rewatched it on the standpoint of being able to see where I could improve, and then also I was entertained by my own story. Like, oh, they did what? I forgot that happened. Yup, that did happen. You know, but definitely check it out for me and give me your feedback on it. Cause Monday is go time. I'm gonna do a pre-record on Sunday. Technically, it's going to be Sunday, cause I'm going to do the Melly story on Sunday. Did you say if you knew about who that was? Why? I don't know. His name is. These people put letters all in YACDAD. Like I think it's like YMC or YMB Melly, the rapper guy that is he's still on trial, I believe. But the backstory as to how he got on trial, like that was a crazy story. And my main question would be, would y'all be able to be? No, not familiar. I'm gonna do it. Watch. I'm gonna do a story time on him, and then I also need to um I'm gonna do a story time on him because that story was interesting. And my main question would be, would you want to be friends with him after? But I can't necessarily ask you that because you're not familiar with the story. But I want to know, would you be able to be friends with that man after trial? I say no. But don't look it up, Chris. Don't look up who he is. Just wait till I post it. That way you can watch it. Even though you're gonna watch it, even if you did, no. I'm assuming that you would. But I want to see how you feel in that moment. They say which one y'all want, the rap Chris Brown or the R and oh wait a minute, I'm sorry, let me read it how they have it. Rap Breezy versus R&B Chris. Give me Breezy because I did not know. I've never heard Chris Brown rap. We had 62 minutes. It's time for me to get off here. I never heard Chris Brown rap. I only heard him sing, and he definitely both of them. Right, that part. Both of them. But you can only choose one, Chris. You can only choose one. Damn. I want give me the rap. Give me rap Chris Brown. And the only reason why I say that is because um I didn't heard R&B Chris. You know what I mean? Like R&B Chris ain't going nowhere. I didn't heard R&B Chris. But Rap Breezy definitely shook the internet up. Like, and we want more. I want more. I'll take the single. Really? We had enough of that though. Even though he got some hit singles, some hit music, some good music, but I want give me the rap, Chris. Give me Chris Breezy. I want to hear more. Mm. I don't believe that. Speak for yourself. I am speaking for myself, Chris. I'm not speaking for you. Chris, I keep telling you, please don't make me turn my GPS. Hey Siri, give me directions to Ohio. Okay, Google. Let me. Should I be saying that? I think that's in your bio though. I'm not sure. I don't want no smoke, Chris. Trust me, I really don't. But yeah, that's that. But before I go, they said I don't know if I believe this. I'm gonna look this up because if that is true, that is a fun. That's a fun fact. But it said, did you know at one point in time that the Baltimore Harbor attracted more tourists than Disneyland? I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. But they be loving the harbor. I don't know what it is about that filthy, dirty, nasty, body collecting, car dump. Like, they be loving the harbor. They be. Mhm. They be. They be loving the harbor, but I don't think that the harbor had more tourists than Disneyland. I feel like that is far fetched. Okay, they said when it first opened in 1980. Okay, when it first opened in 1980. There's a lot to do at the harbor. There's a lot of restaurants down there. Um, that's the only reason why I can't even say for the restaurants because I don't even eat when I go down to the harbor. The harbor is just a pretty scenery. It's like a pretty skyline of the city. Like just all of the buildings, the water. We have the Ritz Carlton down there. That's where I go. I like to go and walk the border of the Ritz Carlton because those are some really nice freaking condos that just sit on the water. Like very beautiful to me. But and then having all of the buildings in the back is just really pretty. But there's restaurants down there. We have museums down there, which I want to go to an art museum. I've never been to an art museum. I want to go. Um, they have they had Ripley's Believe It or Not down there. What else do they have down the harbor? The harbor is just like it's just like a it's like a New York type of thing, I believe. It is definitely cheaper and closer to more people as far as driving distance. Love the Ritz Carlton. Yes, the Ritz Carlton is so beautiful. I think that is overpriced, especially our Ritz Carlton. I don't care what it looked like in the inside. It could be immaculate in the inside. If they clean that water up, it won't be as bad. And then they got a pretty water fountain like in there. What would that be called? Dang, I know the word, but I just can't think of it. But it's like a real pretty waterfall that they got, but it don't be running. Like I'm not ready to pay $1 million easily for one of those condos, and y'all not had a water fountain running. No, no. I need to be able to hear the water running as I get out my car. But it's definitely and that was one of the things that they said in the article, like you just said, as far as the price points, like different incomes and ethnicities that, you know, can pretty much exist in the in at our harbor. I don't go down there now. If I do, it's definitely for a late night stroll, like when all of the kids are gone. They have the Ritz Carlton in DC. DC is where I want to ultimately move to. I love DC. I love DC. I love DC. It's just something about it. Granted, their traffic lights take some getting used to. I used to work in Virginia. I was assistant manager at BJ's in Virginia. So I would sometimes drive through all the time, really, drive through DC to get back home. And their traffic lights and their roads, it definitely takes some getting used to. You will get confused, like I don't know what. I remember my assistant manager at Family Dollar. She had just got her license. Her parents bought her a nice Nissan Versa, a nice car. It was new. I don't know if it was brand new, but it was new. It was a newer year than mine, and I was her manager. But anyway, um, she said she was going to DC. I told that girl, I said, what was her name? I want to say Shamira. What was that girl's name? Anyway, I told her. She said she was going to DC, her and one of her friends and their two kids. I said, I don't think that's a good idea. And I told her, I said, their traffic pattern, remind you, she's a new driver. I don't even think she had her driver's license. I think she had just got her permit, if I'm not mistaken. She got her permit, and her parents had bought her that car. And she said she was going to DC. And I told her, I said, I don't think that you should go to DC because for one their driving patterns is a lot different than ours for one, and then if you do go there by yourself first. Definitely don't take two children with you because all I'm thinking is, and these was little children, they're gonna be hollering and screaming in the background, throwing toys, asking for snacks. They're going to probably be uncomfortable because it is like a 45 minute to an hour drive there. Like, you're a new driver, hold off on going to DC. No, I'll be fine, Demetrius. I'll be fine. I said, okay, well, have fun. I'd be dead on it if that girl did not call me and say that she wouldn't be able to open the store the next day because she got into an accident. I was like, oh my gosh. The first thing I thought about, like, was everybody okay? Was the kids okay? Are you okay? She was like, yeah, just shooken up, da 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 da. But she told me, she said, I wish I would have just listened to you. I'm like, I tried to tell you. Cause I didn't even like driving in DC. When I first went up there, I pulled over. I let my friend drive. Like, no, you could take this because I almost went through too many lights because their lights is like on the side and ours is across. Like here, our lights is across. Theirs is like on the side. So I'm looking up ahead and I'm not paying attention to the traffic lights that's on the side. So now I'm about to blow through a red light because I'm so used to looking above for the traffic light. I was like, I don't want to do this. Like, you go ahead and drive, you drive, and I'll just ride. And then I got used to it because I started going back more and more and more. So now it's nothing. I can get through. But she got into a accident up in DC. She got T-boned. She was making a left turn, and instead of her yielding to traffic, she said that the man was speeding. But I'm like, that is not gonna Oh, we wanna move right off the Potomac River. I like that area. Driving those kind of stuff though. Yeah, like, I'm mad I can't think of her name. I got a video in my phone one day. Our store had flooded, and she had recorded it. She had recorded the store flooding out. For whatever reason, that store just, I think it was however they built it, or I don't know what they did wrong, but the store would flood every time we got heavy rain. Not only the store, but the street that the store set on would always flood. And the water was pouring in the door. I mean, it looked like a river was just pouring through the store. The whole store was flooded out, and she's in the background like, "Mom, I'm gonna be out of a job. I'm calling Demetrius." It took me out. I'm like, remember we was just talking. And I said, then people will call me and say, "Demetrius, the trash can is overflowing. What should we do? What should we do?" Like, but I'm like, she's in the background freaking out, like, I'm calling Demetrius. Like, what am I going to do? I don't have no wet vac in my trunk. I'm not going to be able to soak that water up. Like, I don't, what can you do? You're going to have to let it pour in until it stopped. I told her grab some cat litter and try to make, like, like sandbags at the front door to kind of divert some of the water away, but it's water. You're not going to be able to control that. We don't have, you know what I mean? You just going to have to let it pour in. Call the district manager. Don't call me. Call Roto-Rooters or somebody. Like, call America's Plumbing. I don't know who to call, but what am I going to do? Like, I'm going to post that video. If I could think of something good to do with it, I might just post it just because it was like crazy. Like, but I like that video because one thing about it, My store, all of my stores was always up to par. They already know we did not play that. You know how you go in Family Dollar? I don't know what y'all Family Dollars look like down there or y'all retail stores, period. But definitely Family Dollar, Dollar General, because I managed both of those before at a point in time. But those two stores, whenever you go in there, is boxes everywhere, is merchandise everywhere. It's just a mess when you go in there. We did not play those games. They already knew I was gonna have a fit if I walked in there and I seen my store looking like that. But I said that to say in that video with all of that water, when if you really stop and look at the store, it just looked so good. I was like, boy, oh boy. I do miss working for that company, even though they stressed me out. Something terrible. I miss working for that company because they gave you the freedom to run your building how you wanted to run your building. And that's why a lot of those stores look the way that they do because they don't have like a business plan, like a workflow set into place of like things that you should follow. Of course, they got policies and rules that you have to follow. What company don't? But when it comes to having like a workflow as to how things should go or the proper way to do things, you pretty much got to jump in and figure it out yourself. But what I had going, it was working, and it took work to get it there though. But it was working, and it showed. It definitely showed. But that's for any store. We not great play them type games. Not if my name attached to it. And I don't like answering questions. So the last thing I want is for my manager to walk in here and say what's going on. And everything is always the store manager's fault. Look at Lips. I haven't seen his video in a long time. I might watch that. But Chris, I'm about to hop up off of here. I really appreciate you sticking around because at this point the live been running for 76 minutes. 76 minutes. Do you watch sibling rivalries, Chris? And then I'm gonna get off. Oh look, we said the same thing. I appreciate you stopping past, Chris. Thanks for the comments, the engagement. I appreciate it as always. As always. All right, Chris, have a good one. Not the hand on the hip. That's because my back is hurting. I need to get up on this chair. That's what that's giving. Oh damn! I'm thinking that I'm looking at. So what's funny is right. This is my first time on the phone live. Are you?